supper and a mother at the best place around. Some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground. Smoke on the water, a fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. Funky and Claude was running in and out, pulling kids out of the ground. But when it all was over, we had to find another place. Swiss time was running out, it seemed that we would lose the race. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. Smoke on the water.
Buonasera amici miei italiani, buonasera a tutti I fans. Benvenuti al mio programma Rudi Backstage, today about the movie Bohemian Rhapsody of Queen. Questo sarà una dinamite show, uno spettacolo esplosivo. Vi voglio bene. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, still from Miami. All the Queen fans know what this is, Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie which partly is based on experiences which I had the privilege to have with Mr. Freddie Mercury and Queen. But I don't have any official credit. I'm going to tell you what I think about the movie, having been to the world premiere, and because people always ask me, what do you think, and isn't it, and this and that, and that. Today is the day. And also, meine Damen und Herren, liebe Freunde in Österreich, Deutschland und der Schweiz, heute geht es einmal in Rudi Backstage vor allem am Anfang über Bohemian Rhapsody, den Kinofilm meiner Freunde von Queen, über Freddie Mercury und Queen, der zum Teil, ich erinnere nur an das berühmte I'm Just a Musical Prostitute Interview, auf Erlebnissen basiert, die ich haben durfte mit meinen Freunden. Und habe aber keinen Credit, habe auch nie einen beansprucht. Aber darum geht es heute und natürlich geht es auch, hoppala, um ein bisschen um meine Awards, die ich alle einpacke, weil ich ja Office move und ich sage noch Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs, et mes amis français et francophones. Bienvenue à mon émission Rudi Backstage. Aujourd'hui, il y a une opinion de Bohemian Rhapsody de Queen. Restez avec moi. And I say, of course, buenas noches a todos mis amigos españoles y a todos los fans. Bienvenido a mi programa Rudi Backstage on Bohemian Rhapsody. And esto será una dinamite show, un espectáculo explosivo. And I say, yes. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. I'm just in a good mood today because you're my guest. I say the magic word, and it's called Backstage.
You wanna know what goes on backstage? Oh, come on. Let me take you by the hand. Ow!
Rudi, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen!
The way I see it, Barry, this should be a very dynamite show.
You know, I have no idea what the name of this program is, but you're watching it.
Backstage.
All you ever want.
Backstage.
All you ever need.
Backstage.
Your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there. You'll never wanna leave. You wanna sell your ass for that backstage pass. Backstage. Just just for the invited. Backstage, they've laid on everything.
Yeah, hi, my friends. Maybe a little bit very energetic today. I think it was a little bit on the edge already of being, we call it peinlich in German, which is a little bit over the top. But that's basically because I feel good. I'm making progress in moving the office. And I'm also always happy because my son Rudi is the post-production coordinator again, as I have to thank, of course, Milan Satnik, who in the Czech Republic is editing, and Claire Go, who in Australia is then uploading the whole thing, etc. And always with me from day one is Beth Ford in Cleveland, Ohio. Also in Vienna, I have new helping hands. So Bohemian Rhapsody. But before I go into this, and this will be the main thing as I promised, I have to do something which is, which people are waiting. Give me a moment, I just forgot something, which people are waiting all the time. And that's the trivia. Because otherwise I'm talking, and then again, you know, so you remember the trivia was, and I have it here, oops, my list. This is, by the way, one of my favorite t-shirts. It will be soon, I think, also for you to buy very, very cheaply, of course, a very good price. It's a limited edition and I love the color. So here is the list of my 32 Queen videos, or as I always say, Queen-related videos. And the question was, name at least 10. And I gave you more time and on and on and on, but now we have to stop it. And I am absolutely amazed and surprised. First of all, the numbers again, which this time interesting. And it was a lot of entries. I mean, I will come to this because I made more winners than I originally wanted to. 37% of the people who participated were from the USA. 37%. 18% from Italy. I have a very Viva Italia. And 13% of France, francophone. And then I decided, because there were so many people, the question was name at least 10 of the 32. But I also said that I will draw 3 winners, and then of people who have more than 10, I will do a super winner. Now, it's really amazing because there was one person, yes, there was one person who named all the 32 Queen-related videos. And don't forget, some of them are sort of forgotten videos correctly. And I will come to that in a moment. But I changed my mind because I not only was drawing, and I did this before the show today because it would have been too long, I was drawing 10 winners. 10 winners of the trivia. So it's worth paying attention because you might be one of the 10. I mean, there were literally hundreds of entries and 10 I was drawing. And then I also have to name that there were 12 what I call super fans who had many, I mean, close to the 30 named, and one super fan. So it's worth to stay tuned now because this is, you're winning. You know what you're winning? You're winning personal postcards of Rudi dedicated to you. I mean, here's, for example, one which actually shows the office that I'm sitting right now. Yeah, and it's nice ones like this, or like this, or like this. It also could be something like that, saying just thank you and you are special, and inside, or believe in how strong you are, and something like that. I'm going to sit and do this for 10 plus 1 people because I think you made yourself the effort that you were researching this, and now I'm gonna sit and do personal postcards. They will have different colors and very nice stamps, etc. I mean, the super fan might get something like this, maybe even Queen related. This is a world from the Houston Film Festival where I made a little poster into a postcard, as you can see. That was the year when I was winning something for my Whitney Houston film. So here is the result. Da 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 dum da dum da dum da dum. Hey, dum dum dum. The 10 winners are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay. And I only excluded people who are literally working on the program. Yeah. And of course, family of mine. So Ruby and Benny, etc., are not allowed to participate because they would have had access to information which is unfair. I hope that I will name all the names correctly. What you have to do when you hear your name is to write your mail postal address. I repeat, your postal address, not your email address or anything else. Your postal address where you want the postcard to be sent. Yeah? And hurry up because I'm not here for very much longer. As you know, I'm about to at least go and see my boys, and especially Benny's birthday. But also Ruby, where I unfortunately missed the birthday for the first time in my life. And so please be fast and send your postal address as an email to backstage.rudifans@gmail.com. That's backstage.rudifans, in one word, @gmail.com. And here you are. Reva Brontiu from Ontario, Canada. Reva Brontiu. Antonella Delle Fave from Bologna, Italy. Antonella Delle Fave, Bologna, Italy. Stéphane Bonnefoy from France, the #1 fan in France. She actually had 30. Yeah, she was very close. Lenka Stepankova from the Czech Republic. Lenka Stepankova from the Czech Republic. Beth Fox, who is not to be mixed up with Beth Ford. Beth Fox is really a separate person. It's not a joke. Beth Fox from the USA. Beth Fox from the USA. Norma Julian from Argentina. Norma Julian from Argentina. Jolanda Oemans from the Netherlands in Europe. Jolanda Oemans from the Netherlands. Joanne Lee from the United Kingdom. Joanne Lee from the United Kingdom. Silemar Fernandes from Brazil. Silemar Fernandes from Brazil. And Tuuli Kairama from Estonia. Tuuli Kairama from Estonia. So, again, Stéphane Bonnefoy, Reva Brontiu, Antonella Delle Fave, Lenka Stepankova, Beth Fox, Norma Julia, Jolanda Oemans, Joanne Lee, Silema Fernandez et Tuuli Kairama. These are the 10 winners who all will receive a postcard, as I said, as an award. So, there were 12 superfans, as I call them, which came very close to the 32 correct answers. And there was one who actually did all the 32 correct plus things which I'm going to tell you in a moment. Some of the superfans are already had the luck of being drawn, but I want to mention the other superfans, and I might think of something, but not a postcard. I cannot write that many postcards, please forgive me. But the other superfans, which I want to mention because they were very close to having almost all of the, or at least around 30. Erika Quedraogo from France. Erika Quedraogo from France. Flora Roseana Pesseghini. Floria Roseana Pesseghini from Italy. The wonderful drawings of my comics are from her. Cheryl Trulio from the USA. Cheryl Trulio. Cheryl Bonham from the USA. Cheryl Bonham. Jill Mack from the USA. Jill Mack. Linda Patterson from the USA. Linda Patterson from the USA. And Marcia Duco from the USA. You are all superfans. Queen and Rudi Backstage superfans. And then, and actually if you think about it, it's not a coincidence. There's one super fan. Now, when I started this, remember, weeks and weeks and weeks ago, I would have been really impressed if somebody would come up with, let's say, 18, 20, 25 of the 32 Queen videos. Because as I say, some are forgotten. And what I mean by forgotten, I might explain, but I have to sort of see that I'm not becoming too long. Give me a moment. Then, as you remember, I was interested and said, well, maybe there is one person. Maybe there is one person or two even who come close to the 32, and I gave you more time. And I will read the 32 one day, but not today, because otherwise I'm spending too much time on that. But it will come. And of course, all the names that I read, they're going to be on a posting. Let me see, something went down here. Oops. What was it? I don't know. Oh, okay. I hope nothing important. All the names will be posted so that you are, again, have a chance, if you're not watching this streaming of Rudi Backstage, that you can send me your address in time. And this one person deserves something special. You remember that everybody who is subscribing to my YouTube channel, Toro TV, on which, by the way, the real backstage experience happens every Sunday. It's now, in the meantime, a really nice community. I'm doing a live chat while you watch the program. You can ask me all the questions, and and remember these beautiful certificates which say certificate of friendship in gold to a very loyal fan who was one of the first supporters of Toro TV. In gold, all of the 2,500 first get this, and it will give them also, as you remember, a backstage pass, which in gold, which looks like this. A backstage pass, which when I go on the world tour for the book, for my friend Freddie, will bring you into a very special area where only people with a golden backstage pass are allowed in. So this is the gold. And I thought of something which I had in mind a little bit when I created it, but now we have a reason. This person who is then being named of me the super Queen fan and Rudi Backstage fan will get a friendship certificate in platinum, not gold, platinum, and there is only one existing in the moment for very, very, very special people. And now I have made enough sort of surprise or suspense is the English word. The super fan who knew all the 32 videos which were directed by Rudi Dolezal, partly with my ex-partner Hannes Rossacher, is Roberto Zaia. Roberto Zaia of Queen Recensioni Fan not only had all the 32 Queen videos correct, including the forgotten ones, but he also named all the documentaries I ever, also the local ones that I ever did for Queen, and all the spots and other things that I directed. It was the most perfect list that even I didn't have. Roberto, congratulazione, Queen Recensioni Fan, tutto, bello, grazie mille, and you are the first recipient of Rudi Dolezar's and Doro TV's and Backstage Friendship Certificate in Platinum. And also will get a Platinum Backstage Pass. There's only one in the moment. It might be a little group later, but you are number one. Bravo, bravissimo, bravo. Okay. So guys, so we have the trivia and we have the super fans and we have the super fans. Now, coming back to what I said, I have to slow down a little bit. I mean, you are seeing that I'm actually pretty tired, you know. I'm moving offices. By the way, there still will be an office, you know, in Miami. I'm just going out of here, and I'm also visiting Europe, my boys. So people were mixing it up and were thinking I'm moving all together. But that's not at all decided. So all my American friends, stay calm. Everything is fine. And there will be an office in America for sure, forever. Yeah, where I always come and return, etc. Just in times of COVID-19 and coronavirus, I have to rethink where I want to spend the most time. And it's obviously I would like to be closer to my boys, but that's not decided. What is decided is that I'm going out of this office. So, Bohemian Rhapsody. Okay. Let me think a little bit and let me drink some water. I have the glass over there. It has more than 40 degrees here in the shadow. If I'm at some stage getting rid of this beautiful Doro t-shirt, forgive me. And I later will start packing the awards and talk a little bit about it. That's the rest of the streaming today, of the show, you can also say. Bohemian Rhapsody. Well, first of all, everybody who saw the movie might have recognized, this is, by the way, the really, really nice packaging, including with a digital movie Blu-ray. Blu-ray DVD double pack, which I received. I was invited to the world premiere in London, and I said this before. Brian and Roger and Jim Beach were asking me, of course, what do you think? And there was very critical insider opinions that a lot of the things which are said in the movie are not true in the way of historically true or never happened that way. And I was actually defending that because I'm an artist and I know what it means to try to pack the career, or at least as I see it, half the career of a great band, Queen, because first of all, Queen is ongoing even after, and not the whole story of Freddie Mercury was told. It's impossible. So some things, I call it artistic freedom, didn't happen that way, but I didn't mind. Some of it even sort of concerned me because, I mean, I'm just a musical prostitute, my dear, you know, from my famous prostitute interview, which the whole world knows, was never said in a press conference. It was said in a one-to-one interview between Freddie Mercury and a certain young Austrian interviewer called Rudi Dolezar, me. And I was able to get this out of him together with some other, remember the striptease statement, etc., etc. But I didn't mind, because that's what you have to do if you want to make a movie. I think it was a little bit, quite a lot that it wasn't correct. in the timing because, for example, when certain boyfriends came up, other people were not even mentioned at all. I'm just saying Barbara Valentine, yeah, for example, who was very important in Freddie's life, etc. So that was a little bit very subjective, let's put it that way. But even that is fine. So I said to Brian, I was talking to Brian the most. I was talking to Roger also at the world premiere in London, and to Jim. We had a whole meeting a few hours before and also after the premiere, because we developed ideas for a future project together, which of course is a secret. I said to Brian, don't be afraid, because he said, yeah, do you love? Said, this movie is going to be a hit. I said it on the day, and it's recorded. I said it into TV cameras for England, so it's not that I'm now making this up. I said, this is going to be a hit. I didn't know that it's going to win 2 Oscars, of which the Oscar for the main character, I think half of it actually was given to Freddie Mercury, symbolically, and not to Sami Malek. But anyway, because I, for example, find the guy who played Brian much more authentic than him, but Freddie was obviously sort of a more thankful role. I said to Brian, you were doing something which will influence future generations of Queen fans. You were bringing the wonderful music of Queen closer to new generations, and that's what happened. People are now, because of the movie, started to become Queen fans all over the world. And that was clear because the music is so good. The music is, you cannot beat the compositions of Freddie Mercury, Brian May, Roger Taylor, and John Deacon. It's just great music. It's just fucking great. And it always will be. And Freddie Mercury as a stage persona and as an artist, and of course, as I know, as a human being, is as outstanding as Brian, Rogers, and John's career and being human beings. So this is a very, very great story. But I said also, if you ever want to know what I didn't like, today on the world premiere is not the right day and time to say that. I have strong opinions on certain things. Well, anyway, it goes too much into private field because what I talk or communicate with any of my friends is nobody's business. But I tell you so far what I want to tell also the public. As a filmmaker, I'm criticizing constructively. So I'm not saying this because I don't like the movie. I think the movie was achieving a great goal, and all my congrats to it, and no question about that. But as a filmmaker, which I am still, and I'm, as you know, still doing films, I'm just doing this because it's very hot here all the time. There's 2 things which I criticize, and you can discuss that and write me your opinion. I'm really interested what you think. Write it to backstage.rudifans.com. Yeah. Number 1, well, actually, it's 3 things. Number 1, Freddie was a very funny guy. Very, very, very funny. I don't remember that I've seen a funny scene in that movie. The way he's portrayed is very one-sided. I knew him from a different side, and I'm, as other people close to him who are still around, share with me this opinion that it's a pity that in Bohemian Rhapsody, which again is a great movie. Oh, by the way, I'm just finding out that the purple fits. It was a coincidence. That his funny side and his humorous side is not shown. Number 1. Number 2, which is as a filmmaker, not so much as a filmmaker, but more as an insider, I don't understand why important people like Barbara Valentine are left out, and the whole Munich years, which is a very, very important part in Freddie's life. Because there would have been, I was there a lot of the time, so I can say this firsthand. But maybe, I don't know, there were reasons that I don't know. So number 2, important people were left out. And number 3, and that's the biggest criticism as a filmmaker, to everybody who knows my Grammy awarded documentary, Freddie Mercury, The Untold Story, maybe remembers certain moments in that documentary, which is a difference to a feature film, I'm aware of that. But the filmmaking thing that I'm going to come to is the same. I was using instrumental versions of famous Queen hits or Freddie Mercury hits of songs to use them as film music, or as we say in the filmmaking world, as score. Queen has contributed so great songs to other movies that I don't understand why in certain moments, which were very dramatic from the actors, there was no music. And I think it would have added the additional emotional part, which I was missing. There was more in it. So yes, I think it's a good movie. Yes, it achieved a fantastic goal. I congratulate everybody who was involved. But I have my opinion. So I hope you are, tell me what you think. And now, quickly, because, I really have to go unpacking. That's, by the way, that's some of the rarities that soon, this is from a film festival, that soon will be on. Here is, for example, I have to pack all this, so if you don't mind, this is, for example, the honorary citizen of Miami Beach. Here we have the Roger Ebert Award for Freddie Mercury, the Untold Story. This is interesting because Ruby and Benny are responsible that this is broken. That's for Donovan from the New York Film Festival, Video of the Year I did. Remember, I also did some work for Donovan. This is the Joel Files. Again, thanks to Ruby and Benny, a little bit thing. Here we have, that's an important one. I showed it once. It's Best Achievement in Music Video, Queen Innuendo. That's something, that means a lot to me. What do we have here? We have Doro Films, Falco, Rock Me Amadeus, Chicago, Video of the Year. There's a so-called Silver Screen Award. What is here? Okay. Whitney Close-Up, 2018. Yeah, that's sort of the Oscar of the filmmakers. Steven Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, and Martin Scorsese have exactly the same statuette at home. They won this award before me. Here we go. What do we have? Freddie Mercury tribute documentary, New York Film Festival, the Gold Award. I'm not saying this because I'm making myself important, but I have to really clear this. This is Miles Davis, Miles at Montreux. That's the U.S. Film Festival, Film and Video Festival in Chicago. Actually, a pretty big award. It's from the year. Let me just get my reading glasses. It's from the year 1992. Yeah, that's how early I did the Miles Davis. What have we have here? Oops. Okay. Falco, The Untold Story, 2013. Yeah, that's something in German, actually. There will be the English version, the international version of the Falco documentary out soon. This is again Whitney Close-Up, because I received. This is what I meant. This is the same award. One as the director, one as the producer. Yeah, I might give one of those to charity soon. What do we have here? Falco, Rock Me Amadeus, Salieri version, Hugo Television Award. This is part of the Chicago Film Festival. Also a nice award. As you know, this is only this is something which is not really an award, but it means a lot to me. This is a film by Nick Broomfield, where I was executive producer. It was considered for the Oscars last year. Marianne and Leonard, Words of Love. Marianne and Leonard, Words of Love. It was also shown at the Sundance Film Festival. It was a very, very good movie. And as you know, I have a friendship with Mr. Nick Broomfield. What do we have here? Scene Miami. Okay, Scene Miami. That's something that I did a documentary. That's something very, very special. This is the very first gold disc that I achieved from the United States of America when Falco, Rock Me Amadeus was #1. This is from 1986. Awarded to Rudolf Dolezal, this is the full name of Rudi, in recognition of your contribution to the success in the United States of Falco's Rock Me Amadeus. That's already, the sun made it already a little bit less colorful, but for me, this is colorful. That's also something interesting. Oh, it's super heavy. This is the sort of the Austrian Emmy. It's called Rummy. That's the biggest television award we have in Austria. I have, I think, 4 of them. This is from the year 2002 for the Joel Files. Yeah. What else? Here. Oh, Face Human Rights. Excuse me, that's Face Human Rights. That was a very important documentary and a short, how do you say, public service announcement that I did for the United Nations. It was on the refugees, and I interviewed something like 50 refugees from 50 different countries. And Face Human Rights was, and it was shown, this movie was at premiere at the headquarters of the United Nations in New York City. And the Secretary General at the time, another award from, this is for Whitney Close-Up. I mean, Whitney Close-Up was my Whitney documentary was a big success around the world. What have we here? Okay. What I meant is this Face Human Rights is something that I always like to do because I'm not only active in the music world, I'm active in the art world, but also I'm also making statements. Some people here on my platforms don't like it, but that's Rudi. If you don't like me to say my opinion, for example, on American situations or Corona, COVID, then go somewhere else. Yeah, I'm not just a music idiot who tells you funny stories or interesting stories or sad stories about it. Presented to Rudi Dolezal, Doro Films International, as video director and producer for the contribution to the success of the album and DVD, Sarah Brightman Harem. Very nice, great production. I did it together with my ex-partner. This is again Face Human Rights. It's already, you see, it's already, I have to get rid of the dust. What else? Well, that's about here. Oops. That's super heavy. Internationale Wirtschaftsfilmtage. Deutschland, Österreich, Schweiz, Liechtenstein, Südtirol, 8. und 9. April 2008, der Prix Victoria. That's an award for a industry film that I did for a big oil company, because also I do this every now and then. This is again Face Human Rights. I'm very, very happy about that. That's 2013. That means a lot to me. Okay, and here we are, and it's almost, yeah. Well, there's one more thing that I that I just got this new package, and I thought it's funny if I'm, opening it. I have no idea. Okay, there are gold discs in there. Okay, and okay, let me see. This is something absolutely new. Oh, Queen. It just arrived a few days ago. Queen, presented to Rudi Dolezal for the multi-platinum DVD and Blu-ray Queen Greatest Video Hits. Well, I mean, I didn't know what's in there. I actually literally opened it. So this is a good way to say goodbye. All those awards, of course, will be taken care of. That's another, see? I always get two. This is for the company. It might come the time where I'm making one of those two awards available, because I don't hang two awards for the same production. But thank you to, this comes from Eagle and Queen Productions. Thank you very much. So darlings, that was it. Thank you so much. Again, be with me next week. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram, Rudi_Dolezal, if you don't do it yet. There's also Facebook, 2 pages, a personal one, and Rudi Dolezal Official. On Official, auf Official sind auch immer wieder deutsche Postings für meine Freunde, for my friends in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, für meine Freunde in Deutschland, Österreich und der Schweiz. Wenn Sie auf Facebook auf Rudi Dolezal Official gehen, sollten Sie die Page liken und dort sein. Dort macht meine liebe Petra Probst, die meine zukünftige Fanclub-Präsidentin im deutschsprachigen Raum sein wird, auch immer wieder als Backstage-Team deutsche Postings, damit ich nicht nur Englisch spreche. And I say thank you so much. Yeah, this is also something interesting, but I talk about this the next time. Thank you so much. Thank you for being my guest. I hope it was interesting for you. You see, it's getting more and more towards the goodbye from this office. It's not the goodbye from America, and not even the goodbye from Miami, 100%. All about this next week, when it's again backstage time, and you know my 3 wishes. If you haven't pre-ordered my book, please do. It also will enable you to be part of exclusive readings soon of chapters of My Friend Freddy. It's www.myfriendfreddy.com. Number 2, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do, or ask friends, neighbors, and family to do it. And number 3, please never, please never, promise me, never miss a Sunday for Rudi Backstage. And that's it. Stay safe, stay human, and use your brain surviving COVID. Love and respect. I love you all.
You wanna know what goes on backstage? Oh, come on. Let me take you by the hand. Ow!
Rudi, are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
The way I see it, Barry, this should be a very dynamite show.
You know, I have no idea what the name of this program is, but you're watching it.
Backstage. All you ever want. Backstage. All you ever need. Backstage. Your dreams will be fulfilled once you are there. You'll never wanna leave. You wanna sell your ass for that backstage pass. Backstage is just for the invited.